Mikeycat Outdoors here. So what are we doing today? Well, I got a snow day. Just hanging out at home and still got my hot tent up. Spent a couple of nights out there. It's fun, but oh, was it hot. So let's have some fun and show you some footage of a little time I spent out there and have a good old time. You see me sweat myself to death. Hey everybody, Mikeycat Outdoors here. So what are we doing today? Well, it's a blustery, cold February day. Not exactly sure what the temperature is. Probably 10 degrees, 5 degrees, 0 degrees, somewhere in there. We'll find out. Just dorking around the snow today, and might get back inside my Arctic oven here in a bit, fire it up, let the snow accumulate on it this week. Finally got done with working night shift, and I'm ready to take a snow low, go out here in a man cave, so to speak, and enjoy some heat. So let's check it out. Trying to stoke up the fire. It is cold in here. Hey everybody, Mikeycat here. Got my little helper with me. So we're hanging out in the hot tent, getting the wood stove starting up. It's a little chilly out here. Ran the stove a little bit earlier. Wasn't too bad. Was cranking away. Got all the ice and snow off the top of the outside of the tent. It's been snowing here most of this week. Just gonna relax for a little bit. We're inside eating dinner, watching a movie, and decided to come out, hang out in the tent for a little bit. So we're just gonna lounge around and have some fun. Boiling up some water right now to make some tea. A little bit of a fire starting there. So I got some split oak, got a compressed sawdust log, and I got some scrap wood in there. Watch pot never boils. But the wind is relaxing to listen to. I hear some churning from the pot. It's starting to warm up pretty nice in here. Don't you agree? Check the old temperature down here by my feet. It's 76 degrees already down there. That's not too far off the ground. Looking for pirates?
I found out how to work the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
What do I look like?
Okay, wait. Dad, give me the camera.
It's Thermal Boy! Ah! You see the heat coming off of that stove.
Is there any heat on the water?
Ooh, look at that pipe. You can barely see the cup on top. It's not hot enough yet. Hello, Mikeycat here. So what are we doing today? We're hot tenting. Looks like we're at 93 degrees now. Woo! It sounds like that water's boiling. Let's go give her a check. Got a nice rolling boil now. Let's get that bad boy off of there. Ooh, that's hot. Well, I made him some raspberry tea, and I made myself some turmeric ginger tea. So, staying warm or cold in here?
It's warm in here.
Is it warm? 94, yeah. I'd say it's pretty warm in here. I had to take my hat off and my jacket off because yeah, it's just a little toasty with all that on. Yep. So let's have a toast and drink some tea.
Wait, my tea's a bit
Oh, wait. Let's try it.
It'll probably burn my mouth.
Well, be careful. It's a toast.
Ah!
Yeah, don't spill it, dude.
It just burnt my finger. Ah!
Well, let it cool down. You relaxing? Yep. You find hot tenting relaxing? Makes you want to sleep, doesn't it? See, it's not just me. So yeah, next weekend, the 20th, they've actually got Boy Scout Klondike Derby going on. Part of me wants to go, but with the pandemic, yeah, a little bit of a concern. My daughter's wanting to go somewhere, so I don't know if I'm going to stay at a lodge or if I want to be camping or what we're going to end up doing if we just stay at home. But yeah, it's kind of fun though. You know, you take advantage of cold weather and get to enjoy some stuff, whether it's indoors or outdoors or hot tenting. But take this time in this pandemic to kind of do a renaissance on your life. Anything you want to try, any hobbies you want to explore, do them. Life is short. You know, enjoy simple things. Relax. You know, there's a lot of us out here doing different things, trying stuff out, you know, and a lot more camping going on, a lot of folks, and you know, it's a good escape. You don't have to be around a lot of people. It'll give you some good quiet time of solitude or time with close friends or family, and you know, have a fun time with it. Enjoy the peace and quiet of nature and get away from the hustle and bustle of regular life. So things were going well until the light decided to just turn out. I don't know if the battery died, it overheated, or what happened. Had it up at the ridge line, and so I'm sure it was fairly hot up there. I'll let it cool off, take it in later, and see if it actually charges. If it does, then just a dead battery, and if it don't, then I baked it. Yeah, you get up at the heat of these, the top of these tents, it can get pretty hot up there. You're talking like 130 degrees or more. It's not good for electronics. But my son bugged out for a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Got the flash on the phone. So, yeah, my little Lucy lantern. This is the one that's got the battery bank in it, so you can actually charge stuff with it. So it's got quite a bit of capacity to it. Just charge it off of a regular USB to USB cable, and I had it running the last time. I had it running here today a little too, so I just think it got a little hot and it just decided to turn itself off. You may be right, I may be crazy. Hey, but it just may be a Mikeycat you're looking for. Whew, it's brisk out here. Ah, love it, love it, love it. It's like 3 degrees and -8, -10 wind chill. Yeah, brisk baby. It's my little alien spacecraft here. Brought me out another Lucy lantern. So that should make things a little brighter in here. No more agua. Yeah, so I noticed today my channel's grown by a few more subscribers. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's been a fun ride so far. The last few months I've been doing this. Just something to pass the time. You know, take an adverse situation like the pandemic and turn it into an opportunity to just get outdoors, have some fun, grow, teach some people about stuff, and you know, kind of bounce ideas back and forth off of people. Because, you know, outdoorsy stuff doesn't have to be just for, you know, one group of people, or, you know, you don't have to fit the mold. You can be whomever, you know, and enjoy the outdoors. I started out, I was dirt poor, you know. I had one tent. I had that thing last me for, shoot, probably 15, 17 years till it finally just broke apart. And it had so many duct tape patches, and the poles eventually broke on it. I patched them up, and then I got to a point it just wouldn't stand, so I had to go out and buy a new tent. And yeah, it was like 15 years ago. Had a pup tent one time, I remember. I used to camp out in it a lot. A guy gave it to me, and had a hole in the side, and kitty cats would come in and out of the tent when I was in the rain. And eventually I bought a tent of my own, and had a lot of good times with that. Yeah, it's cool though, just to get out and expand your horizons and just try things out. So yeah, I'm kind of rambling here a little bit, but back in the tent. Man, it was cold out there. Came out in my Crocs this time. Took my boots off. The liners kept popping out of them, so I thought, well, I'll just retire those inside. And had to change out my camera because battery had died, and grabbed a couple different lanterns. I got the Lucy lantern, and I also got as a backup a little UCO candle lantern here. So, yeah, something with a globe on it. I can hang it. But anytime you deal with fire inside of a tent, you got to be careful. You don't want to touch fabric, burn the tent down. You don't want to be leaning over it. I've learned that before. I burned my eyebrows and eyelashes off as a kid doing that. Yeah, eyebrows are one thing. Eyelashes, when you burn those and they curl up, oh man, that is uncomfortable. Yeah, a bit toasty in here. Looks like my little helper's outside. So I got a little bit of ramen in there for my son and some for myself. So he came back out because he wanted to try the last thing of ramen I had in the house.
I kind of forgot about the tea. Mmm.
So what you think? Did you ever have ramen before? So yeah, just enjoying our ramen here and having a good old time. But, he wants to sleep out here. I don't know. I have to get another pad and sleeping bag and everything. But I was just gonna make it a little night out and head back in, sleep in my nice, comfy, cozy bed tonight. I know, copping out, but it's there. Got a little bit of a cough, a little bit of sinus pain last Monday when I got over my last trip. So yeah, I just gotta watch myself a little bit. I get sick easily, but it's just nice to get away out here, have some fun, and enjoy my little man cave. It's better than a snow cave. So yeah, the hourly weather for St. Louis area, 1 degrees. Yep, it's a tad bit nippy. That's all they're claiming it's gonna get down to is like 1. I know earlier in the week the forecast kept changing. They were gonna do negative temperatures, but oh, it is what it is. Oh, I decided to hang out here for a little longer. It's about 2 in the morning. Phone says it's 0 degrees outside. It's winds howling. Fire's kind of damped down. It's smoldering. It's kind of smoking up the tent a little bit, but got a window open, so it's cooling it off in here. I might actually have to put my sweater and stuff back on at some point soon. But yeah, I sent my son in. He wanted to sleep out here, but I figure with setup, the gear, and the weather being as cold as it is, I want him to get a better night's sleep in his bed. I would probably hit the hay here in a short bit. So I don't know how much longer I can stay up. Enjoying the glow of a candle lantern and the smoke though. Once I get past that, get a little bit of fire going in that box and damp it down for the night. Probably have good coals there for the morning, so alright. Signing off. So sometimes those wood stoves, you got them full, even when you damp them down, whoo, it starts getting a little too hot. Gotta start taking off some layers. That sucker is still just hotter than Hades in here. You see I got the door wide open. It still feels like 100 degrees in this place. I am sweating bullets. Oh, it's like 1 degree outside. Right outside that little piece of nylon. Oh, man. Whew, and I am sweating in here. Oh, that's so funny. I'm seeing water vapor and stuff like melted on the outside of the outer tent. I see water dripping down there. It's so warm, it's melting everything, all the condensation. And even on the outside of the tent, I saw some water that was melted. So hot tenting in the winter. It is like a sauna in here, man. Oh my God. So yeah, if you like it hot, this is the type of environment for you. TP's not gonna get as hot as this. It might get, 60s, 70s, maybe 80s, but this is like 100 degree here. Because this sucker's fully enclosed, sealed up nice and tight, double layered tent. Oh yeah, it's warm. Whew. So yeah, I definitely don't have any frostbite on my feet tonight. Oh, buddy. I feel like I'm walking on a hot sidewalk in the middle of summer. Oh man. You see, I got my damper like 45 degrees closed. I don't have it all the way closed, but it's enough that it damped it down. But man, it is still hot. As I loaded that stove up with like 3 or 4 pieces of firewood earlier before I decided to let it go. And yeah, that thing was cold for a while. Eventually fired up. Good Lord. Whew. Saw these little white specks of dust floating around the camera too as I'm filming. Those are the orbs, man. So yeah, I remember I moved in here years ago. My brother was telling me a story. So he said, "Hey, has the ghost visited you yet?" I'm like, "What do you mean a ghost?" He claims his house is haunted. The ghost of the grandma used to live there. It passed away in the house. But around here, this was all new. The neighbors had a house over there, and guy that lived there before, the current neighbor, he was an old guy. His wife passed away, I think cancer or something, and he was getting up there in years, and he got depressed and ended up killing himself in a asphyxiation thing. He turned his car on in the garage and just let it fill up with carbon monoxide. And so yeah, I just figured my brother was BSing me. So that night, I had cameras pointing outside with infrared and stuff, and I happened to see something at the end of the week when I was going back for footage. I'm like, what the heck is that? And so I see this like white dot flying around dusk. I'm like, what the heck? This is kind of weird. Must be a moth or something. Well, then a little bit later, I see this thing flying by again, and like, huh? Okay, this is a little weird. Big moth or something. Well, anyways, all of a sudden, this like thing just flies right up towards the camera. There's this white wispy vapor, and it's just like, what the heck? Well, then it's like there for like a second or two, and then it goes away, and like this little orb just like flies off, and probably about 15 minutes later, damn thing comes back. And I see this orb flying in the footage, and all of a sudden, right up next to the camera again. And I paused the thing. I was going through slow-mo on a video. Man, it was a spooky, you know, just like the wispy vapor. And, you know, your imagination gets the best of you. You start seeing faces and things like that. And so, yeah, showed my wife, freaked her out that time. But had one other time, too, a game camera up and building a garage. And had a guy that was kind of being a dick, so cops are like, hey, you know, just put up some game cameras, you know, if he does anything, catch him. So put one up for, you know, a few weeks and had one down by the mailbox. Well, I went and got the card a few days later and was checking it out, and I saw a picture. Looked like a damn winged angel, almost like an angel of death or something. It was creepy looking. It looked just like a damn human with wings. Like, what the hell? So, yeah, those are my ghost stories. I've seen little orby looking things for years, but I just figured they're dust or stuff like that. You know, people got different stories. You go look outside right now, there'd be a lot of wispy dots floating in the sky. It's called snow. Ah! Yep. Oh, man. So, yeah, I turned off the candle lantern. Might be able to see it there. The beeswax candle was starting to melt and drip from the ceiling onto my little table there. So I have to scrape the wax off. But I said, yeah, I'll turn him off and lay him down some wood so he didn't burn the table. A little plastic thing there. And this is how hot it's been getting in here. Whew. I don't know how those people, like, you know, all the YouTubers out there, the big name ones that do the minus 30, minus 40 below zero camping without any heat. They just have like 2 or 3 really thick quilts and a couple of hats and some face bibs, and oh, now that takes some balls. I will say it. So hot tenting, if you like kind of the casual life, yeah, this is nice. Of course, it's gonna be cold in the morning, but yeah, that's just par for the course. That's why you bring a nice sleeping bag and a liner. It's a 5-degree bag there, and you know, have a couple layers on, and you'll be good. Oh man, so I'm just gonna enjoy the heat for a while and hopefully not sweat up too much. But I think eventually I'm gonna have to go outside and take a little break. Alright, catch you in a bit. Ooh, doggy. Shangri-La. fun but necessary duty of any camping trip is to pack up, put stuff away. It's a dirty job that's got to be done. So this is the part of the camping trip that everybody hates doing. Taking it all down, putting it away in a nice, neat, orderly fashion. So, spent the last couple of nights out here hanging out till wee hours. Slept out here a week ago, but ultimately it just got way too hot in here with this wood stove going to really sleep. It gets so sweaty. So the thing about a wood stove, you need to regulate it well. So if you damp it down, you get good temperature control on it, you can keep a good temperature going all night and be comfortable. But in here, it wasn't like it was 70 degrees or something, it was like 100 degrees. So it's kind of hard to stay comfortable with that kind of temperature. In a regular single wall teepee hot tent, something like that, you're going to be a little more comfortable because there's a lot more airflow, air gaps all over the place. This Arctic oven, it's got its purpose in really cold weather. It'll keep you warm. It will help keep a lot of the cold weather off of you. But even like right now, the stove's firing up. It's getting toasty. It's great for drying out your clothes if they're wet, but disadvantage is if it makes you sweat a lot, then you're gonna end up being wet anyways. So my son had a lot of fun out here in the outdoors. We camped out a couple of times when he was younger in a regular teepee hot tent. Yeah, I think it was like a 5-degree night. I had a smaller stove in there than what I needed. And it got to maybe 60 degrees in the tent. Brought a little electric blanket along too, just for, just in case, as a backup. Worked out. We stayed warm. We slept on cots. Had insulated pads under us. But it's definitely pretty cozy in here. Wasn't until morning time I decided to go back out there again, and my stove died. Had a little heater with me too. It died. Ran out of fuel. And I slept for a few hours, but I woke up and it was 29 degrees in the tent. Didn't have a hood on my head or anything. So yeah, you just gotta be prepared for differences in temperatures when you hot tent camp. You can get it super hot and warm in a tent, or you can keep it medium, fairly comfortable, or you can be freezing cold. This kind of depends on your situation with your wood and your stove size and whether you have it wide open or damped down, and you know how insulated or non-insulated your tent is. Is it really close to the ground? You got leaves or snow or something keeping the breeze out, or do you have a lot of breeze blowing through it? That'll cool you down real fast. This tent don't have that problem. So one other thing that happens with hot tents is your electronics. If you camp out in the winter time, you usually got to keep your electronics in your pocket or in your sleeping bag with you, or something to keep them warm with body heat. When you're in a hot tent though, you can get the opposite situation. Happened to me last night with my phone. It got too hot. The thing overheated, just like I'm doing right now. I'm overheating. I gotta damp down that stove. So, the phone actually got to a point where it said, hey, I can't run the camera. I can't run these other apps because I'm just too dang hot. And that happens. Now the fun part, trying to deflate the mattress. The ultimate moment of truth. Will it fit? Holy crap, it does. Normally I don't get this lucky. We'll say one thing nice. The snow is coming off of this tent fairly well when it heats up. Just slides right off of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little more TP hot tenting and hammock hot tenting this winter. Asked my wife about it. She said, "You're nuts." Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's fun. Yeah. I hope you guys get something good out of this. I'll try to mix things up a little bit as time goes on, and you know, focused on this tent for a few days, had it up. This one takes a while to set up, takes a while to take down, takes a while to dry it out. Not the kind of thing that I really backpack in. You can put it on a polk sled, but you set this up, you're gonna be there for a little bit. I realize dog sled teams and whatnot, they use these set up for the night somewhere and then they mush on the next day. That's got to be interesting, but I imagine at 30 below, 60 below 0 Fahrenheit, you get a wood stove in this, if you raise it 100 degrees, maybe you're at 60 degrees Fahrenheit then. Because it seemed like this little wood stove I got, this little Alaskan stove from Snow Trekker. Yeah, it's toasty. I kind of joked with somebody. I said, yeah, some people's ideas of, you know, 4-season winter tents is just to stay the night at the Four Seasons. Especially a lot of my coworkers. I talked to them about hot tent camping and winter camping, and they're like, you're nuts. And maybe I am, but it's fun. And it's something I get to do by myself for myself, you know, not really doing it for anybody else. Just YouTube's an outlet now. I can record, document it, have something there to look back upon, and you know, if somebody else wants to learn about it, they can learn about it, you know. I ramble a lot, yeah, I know. Hey everybody, Mikeycat Outdoors here. So what are we doing today? Just taking a short walk out in the winter blizzard cold. See how spent a few different nights outside, hanging around in a hot tent and having some fun. Didn't have too much to do today. Just took a lot of stuff out of the tent and, you know, tried to just relax a little bit. I just wanted to get out of the house, take a walk, see how it is. A little blustery out here. And snow falling right in my face. I could try out my snow goggles. I like just taking little walks. Got a peaceful little street here. I'll walk down. A lot better going this way. Whew. Got snow going in my face the other direction. But yeah, snow plows, yeah, they're kind of getting out, but not a whole lot. I think one came down the street at least once. There's a couple inches of snow on the ground since it came by. Just everything's blowing around so much though. Kind of want to go out to the woods today, but it's kind of hard to get out there with the vehicles without sliding around everywhere and figuring out where the street is, where the ditch is. So, yep, just be safe, be careful out there, have fun in the outdoors, don't be afraid to get out and enjoy all the seasons, see what they all have to offer. Well, enough of my rambling. I'm gonna walk a little more and talk a little less, so hope you enjoyed my quick little rambling. Alright, as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again in the outdoors. Have a good one.